it almost felt like you painted slightly negative lights on philosophy, and you're a professor of it. What is the value for a person to understand the great works of the great philosophers?
Yeah, so generally speaking, I mean, as a discipline, it's definitely virtuous. It's the love of wisdom, and wisdom is an energy of God. So it's really philotheos, the love of God, when done correctly. And it's the science or discipline of thinking correctly and well and critically in the broadest sense. So it's not specific to any one topic. And that's quite beneficial. You know, God has given us a mind, and he gives us gifts, and it is called that we do the best with the gifts that we're given and to think correctly. And ultimately, it's grounded in the second person of the Holy Trinity, the Logos, right? And I think historically, and that doesn't mean that everybody needs to go take philosophy classes or read philosophy books, but the advantage of studying philosophy or anything in history, the history of great ideas, is it contextualizes all the various issues that we experience and see in our day and age. I always say, how did we get here?
Uh-huh.
Why is this a problem? Where did it come from? You won't really be able to answer that beyond a superficial level unless you study the history of philosophy and the ideas of. And the other thing too that's important, I know that people always ask me who your favorite philosopher is, and I say, well, they're all wrong, every single one of them.
Mm.
So why study people that are wrong? Well, some are more wrong than others, and some things they get correct. But most importantly, the reason why they're great thinkers is they've shaped the history of the world, and they've often asked the right questions.
Mm-hmm.
And so reading philosophy is an invitation to, there are obviously people that are far smarter than us, even if they get stuff wrong because of certain things that we can discuss later. It's an invitation for us to, when we're reading those, to think about on our own, by ourselves. Oh, that's an interesting question. Is that true? How do I defend that? What inferences and conclusions can be drawn from that? And that's really important. They're important questions. They're things that should be asked. And we should think through critically and at a very deep level, if we can, about those things. And also, if done correctly, it encourages a virtuous life.